for me because we have done it in the past where we have two advanced speakers receive award and give award. Now today this is the first time I see that somebody on the show and somebody is the host. Let's see if they do it. Mr. Amr, please take over.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a great audience. I love you guys and I love my job. As always, our team in the program are always promising you to bringing the most influential and the hottest topics that increase the awareness of our nation. And today, we have a very interesting topic for you. It's education and how to overcome the challenges that we're having in our country and how to improve the education system in Saudi Arabia. And for this, we invited a very special guest tonight. And before I introduce him, please help me welcome to the studio, Dr. Muhammad Akhtar. Saudi Arabia.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dr. Muhammad Akhtar, he's a professor in the University of Australia. He's an educationist. He works for many years in the education. So he does education for a living. He eats education. He sleeps education. He works education. He enjoys education. And tonight he's going to speak education. Dr. Muhammad Akhtar has written many books, and his latest book is The Philosophy of Education. Dr. Muhammad, tell us about the book. What is Philosophy of Education? I have your book, but I haven't read it yet. So, tell us about it.
Okay, so you downloaded the pirated copy of the book?
No, I haven't actually. This is the book of Dr. Muhammad Akhtar. So please go online and have a copy of yourself. Tell us.
The education philosophy is a partnership business. Usually what we think, a person who is going to be a learner or gain education, it is his or her individual job. This notion is wrong. Like if a child studies in a school, the parents usually think it's the children's job to go to the school, get homework, finish it, submit it, write exam and pass, move from one grade to another. No, it should not be like this. It should be a community activity. The parents should be involved, the school administration should be involved, the child, the learner should be involved. Then after you learn, then after you get the real benefit of education.
Great point, Dr. Muhammad. So what's the role? You've talked about the parents. What's the role of the family? We know that schools plays a very important role in the education system and for the growing of our children. But what's our role as parents?
It's a very good question. It always touches my heart. You know that what we do usually, most parents do, they leave the child to do their homework. In the evening, the father will be on the internet watching footies or soccer, but they will ask the child to do homework. The child is not motivated. He or she also wants to watch the television show. If the father takes a book, he also reads. Mother takes a book, she also reads. And the child will get motivation that education or reading is a business in the house. And that way the child will get interested in the education. That is how we can help our children. By telling them through our actions that education is a business and we all are taking it together.
Thank you very much. And as you can see nowadays, technology has spread and we use technology all the time. And all of us use iPad and all the whatever devices. Children are using those devices too much. How can we control this and have it in our side to improve the education system or the education to our children?
Well, as I said, I'm not against the technology, but we always have to understand that how much technology should be used by the children. Number one, many times the parents think if a child is good in using iPad or iPod, they say my 4-year child or son or daughter is great, very intelligent. No, your intelligence is not measured by the use of the iPad or iPod. You have to give a message to the children, look, this iPad is only for 20 minutes because this iPad gives you a break to refresh yourself. But your main business is education, learn, study, and we are with you. You have to give this message.
Thank you very much. We have a question from our Twitter account on the internet. This guy from the United States is saying, which gender needs more attention at work? Is it the boys or the girls? Which one do you think needs more attention?
Of course, the boys.
Why?
Right. You know, they are distracted. They could not focus in one thing. One day they will be after one thing, next day they will be after another thing. One day they like the card, another day they will be fan for footballs. So they keep moving things. Another day they will like their mobiles. So they could not focus. While the girls, they are the long-term visionary. They plan for the long term. They want to study well so that they can get good husband.
Excellent. So now I'd like to remind our viewers to go to our Twitter account and share your questions so we can benefit from the experience of Dr. Muhammad. I have another question. Why many children around the world drop out from school? What is the main reason? We need to know the root cause of the problem.
With due respect to all my teachers who made me what I am today, my only concern with the teaching job is people who are not able to do anything, they are pushed into teaching. And what do we expect? The good talents go into medicine, accounting, engineering, computing and other things. And the guy or the girl who is not good in education, the society forces them to be a teacher. And what do you expect? The teacher, the top class students should be teachers. And society should give due respect to teachers before they give respect to anyone else.
Excellent. I have another question for you before I forget. You came from Australia, from different culture. What do you think we can benefit from the Australian system and adopt it here in Saudi Arabia to improve education here?
First of all, I'm against the cramming business, memorizing. And after the exam, you forget it and you don't apply. The systems in Australia is like application oriented. You give the child an opportunity to explore herself or himself. And whatever they study, after that, they come up with some thought, their genuine thought. That is how.
Thank you, Muhammad. We're running out of time. Before we close, I'd like to remind you to buy Dr. Muhammad's book and see you after the break.
Do that professionally. Really. I felt I was really in the studio listening to these wonderful hosts and